everybody. So I guess this is my first real video with a focus. My focus today is going to be on what exactly is recovery for me, and I do not have an answer for that right now. However, I'm going to give you where my brain is going to dump. So just a little backstory for those who don't know. I remember being about 10 or 11 and having some body image issues and just starting to be aware of how I looked different compared to other people. And then as a gymnast, which really just, I guess, happened to be a coincidence that I was in gymnastics. But, you're hyper-focused because you're in a smaller leotard or uniform or whatever you want to call it. And so I just remember feeling different and being muscular of sorts, which wasn't quite the thing. Like, there was no hashtag strong, not skinny sort of thing. And I just kind of realized that I could control what my body looked like based on what I intook. So I started creating habits at even an age of 11 that would reinforce poor eating behaviors. Just little things like leaving a bite of food. Just very little things. And no one really knew because I was completely normal, and everything starts small. Kind of like any addiction. Just a little bit, a medium bit, and it just builds. It builds and builds and builds. And here I am now, I guess 23 years later, and all of those have been intertwined with other coping mechanisms that I've had to do, because it's like when you take a medicine and then you take another medicine to counteract a side effect. Like, all of a sudden, holy shit, like, you're on all of these things, and you can't release one without impacting or snowballing another. So, what I'd really like to focus on is how I cannot, and I'm stressing again, I cannot have my recovery based on target numbers. And while that is horrific to those who don't understand the mental aspect of this disease or any addiction, I know how to beat the system. I've done it before. Anyone who's suffered or been with or deals with an eating disorder knows how to get around the doctors, the social events, the parents, the lying, the stealing, the cheating, the perfectionist attitude of being the perfect recovery patient. And that does not ever fix what's up here. And god damn it, that's hard. So if I were to say my target weight is bleh, or like a hospital might say, you have to reach a BMI of 19.5 or 20. You know what? I'll fucking do it. And I'll do it faster than anyone else could ever do it. Just like if I were fighting for a starting spot on a sports team. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna just cram, and then eventually, when I get out of the hospital, or cram for a test, when I finish taking that test, that I will retain the knowledge of either it's a coping mechanism or a fact. So like let's dummy this down really to what it is. It's creating habits. It's creating a lifestyle, and mine just happens to be revolved around food. Now, other things spiral out of control based on that, and that's just been because of what my environment and what my childhood has brought to me. And what my adulthood, I mean, my goodness. But recovery to me, I do not feel is a full absence of all of these behaviors, because I realize that I don't know if that's ever possible. I just feel like maybe they come in ebbs and flows and shifts of, like, maybe at one time of a season, my inclination to lean towards one coping strategy is a little bit stronger than it had been because of a stressful period of life. I just need to know that it's not going to be so impactful into my life in a negative way that I'm going to fall back into old eating habits that will negatively impact how my kids view food and then how my health responds to it. So a couple things that I would like to achieve. There is a list that is probably hundreds of pages long of foods that I have never eaten. Now let me clarify. When I say never eaten, I mean never eaten responsibly. I went through about a period of 8 to 10 years of binging and purging, and I've probably eaten everything other than maybe like, I don't know, I don't really like ground beef. I just don't. Don't give me any ground beef. It's like disgusting. Popcorn, screw popcorn. So that stuff, whatever. If I say I've never eaten a Pop-Tart, I've never for breakfast grabbed a Pop-Tart and walked out of the house and eaten it, and even if it's just one, and then thrown the other one away and gotten my coffee and gone on to my day. One Pop-Tart would mean me sitting alone or stealing 2 to 3 other boxes of Pop-Tarts and just eating 10 or 12 of them, followed by multitudes of other food, and then either exercising or purging or using some sort of laxative. So regardless, the list of foods I have are foods that I would love to enjoy. One specifically would be something like a piece of birthday cake. Not on everyone's birthday, but for mine, I've never done that. Pizza. Eating the same dinner as my kids. I've never done that. This is what recovery looks like for me. And yeah, above all of this, in conjunction, I like to have a normal heart rate. I would like to have normal skin color. I'd like to have less acne. I'd like to have regular hormone fluctuation without the use of medication. I'd like to have the ability to have a day like today, which was rest day, and not feel like I need to sit on the couch and tap my feet extra so that I can burn the calories that I didn't burn in the gym, or God forbid 2 rest days, or a time of exercise that isn't at the exact same time that I always do it. I really could go on, and I will go on in another video about things that might be specific to exercise or specific to other OCD patterns in terms of scheduling and rituals and things of that nature. But really, I just wanted to give you a basis that recovery for me is not numbers based, and it can't be. It can't be in isolation. In addition to increasing mass, because let's face facts, that shit's gotta happen. And if I focus on the number on the scale, I'm gonna be 53, 55 years old dealing with this same stuff. I can't do that. I can't have osteoporosis at 36, I can't have enough energy to go to the gym and then I need a nap. I can't get foggy. I can't forget words. I can't say left when I mean right. My brain is starved. I would love just to have some potential, and I think what follows that is the numbers. Some potential, potential happiness, I'm sorry. And happiness with myself, in terms of being confident that I've done awesome things and being able to share those with others as opposed to isolation. Being able to enjoy social events, having an alcoholic drink or 2 or 3 without having 14 and then repeating a binge purge cycle, and then starving after that. But these are so embedded into my neuro pathways, and I I started to formulate a hierarchy of support team today, and my God, I'm gonna do it, guys. The support that I'm getting just right now, I'm not doing this for anyone but really myself. A lot of times I want to be an example to others, but for so long I've just tried to do that and like say, look, I can do this, I can check that box off. But I have to do this for myself, because if I can't do it for me, then I can't then do it for my kids and then be a role model for others to learn. So when I get some more specifics about recovery and have more guidance with what I'm actually going to talk about, but I just wanted to kind of put this out there like real informal. If I was 16 years old and looking to go back and complete my high school, yeah, maybe reaching target X, BMI 20, having a blood pressure that isn't way low, or having bradycardia, maybe those things would be the most important things in my life. And that's what got me through high school, cheating my way around. Just like tests. I mean, come on. I mean, you did, right? But here I am as an adult, and I'm ready. I'm ready. So thanks for sticking by me. And any comments? I think my comments are open. I don't know this YouTube stuff. Like, this is so weird. Like, okay. Bye, guys. And thank you.